Come on, Molly, pick a cars, any cars. Before we begin today's review, I wanted to give a extra special shout out to my wonderful friend on YouTube, Geeky's Goodies. She is ever so kind to include me in her latest Star Wars cookies video where she edited me as Yoda. That's so sweet of her. It's such a awesome video. And I couldn't recommend it more to you all, and yeah, she just has some of the greatest content on YouTube. I'm being serious. If you haven't subbed to her, you are missing out. I am so glad I could give her this shout out in return to thank her. Molly's Game, directed by Aaron Sorkin, and is based on the true story of Molly Bloom, played by Jessica Chastain, who was a former Olympic skier who once ran the world's most exclusive poker game until she is sadly arrested by the FBI a decade later and put on trial. And her defense lawyer, Charlie, learns through her there's so much more to her than meets the eye, and she isn't the criminal that everybody thought she was. Now welcome everybody to my first official January review, and Molly's Game was a movie being released this January that sparked my interest since I'd heard nothing but great things about it from its critical reception when it was released in the US and Canada in December. That 82% on Rotten Tomatoes is a promising score, and of course it stars Jessica Chastain. Jessica Chastain's awesome. I was ever so lucky to go and check out Molly's Game, and I was praying for it to be a good January movie, since most movies released in January turn out to be slog, but thankfully that isn't the case with Molly's Game. After seeing it, guys, it simply doesn't disappoint. Molly's Game, I think, is a masterpiece. I had a blast with this movie, and it's totally my favourite movie of 2018 so far, and it's gotten me curious into researching the actual real-life story of Molly Bloom. And she is that's amazing of a character. So let's get right to my positives for Molly's Game, and where do I begin? Jessica Chastain's performance as Molly is electrifying. She has never given a bad performance in a movie, period. Even though she's appeared in bad movies, she has always been the consistent saving grace of those bad movies. But finally she is in the legitimate work of art, an awesome movie that she deserves to be in. She just totally owns the character of Molly Bloom, and Molly's an amazing and sympathetic character. We don't just get to see her in the present, the movie also shows her as a 7-year-old girl and as a teenager, and once we discover her backstory about her being a former Olympic skier, and the movie even shows her beautiful relationship with her parents. Mother and father, played excellently by Claire Rankin and Kevin Costner. They are both awesome parental figures, and they feel like a real family. And there's one particular moment between Molly and her father on a bench, which may go down in history as one of the single greatest father and daughter moments in movie history. And I so related to that, since if I ever became a father one day and had a daughter of my own, that's how I would interact with her and support her. And Charlie, her defense lawyer, he feels more like her lawyer. He's her friend who is willing to stick by her he knows her story that nobody else does to prove her innocence, and so you're rooting for him to succeed in the trial scenes. The entire movie gets you on Molly's side, and that's what I love. The spirit of the movie it's to prove somebody's innocence. You just want to stand up to the court and say, "Screw you guys, Molly's innocent. Just let her go free already." And it's a beautiful movie, and just Aaron Sorkin, what's a extraordinary director. He knocks this out of the park with this one. You'd expect this to be a crime thriller due to the marketing campaign from the posters, trailers and TV spots marketing it, but no, it's actually a moving drama. It's a beautiful movie, and while the movie could have been confusing structurally as it's it does cut back to Molly's flashbacks to present day in the trial sequences, thankfully it isn't. It's flawlessly structured, narratively speaking. It perfectly balances the flashbacks and the present day, so I always understood what was going on. And thankfully, guys, I have no negatives with this movie. I think it's perfect. I go and see Molly's Game, and I will be outraged if Jessica Chastain isn't nominated for any Academy Award for this performance. And this movie will be an Oscar contender for sure, or at least it deserves to be.
I give Molly's Game 5 stars out of 5.
So yeah, I freaking love this movie. Finally a great January movie, and I'm relieved that the first review of 2018 I'm giving you all is a positive one, and it shall receive plenty of nominations at my Thomas Awards for sure. Well, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoys my first 2018 review. And what do you think of Molly's Game? Please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter and on Google+ and on Instagram. And I'll see you all next time. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.